No, shit. We're on Alrund, by the way. It's a double-faced card, so...
The double-faced, that is what I thought. I have a tab open to just double-faced cards.
Here we go. Let's see here.
Because I am learning.
We are... Okay. So, at the Geek... Oops, the Geek Corner. Jesus Christ, I always forget that. Keep trying to tag the other person. The Geek Corner... And I are back with our weekly shenanigans. This week, we are doing hashtag, doing Kaldheim, MTG, Kaldheim Part 2, Blue!
Blue!
Come stop by and talk nerdy with us. About things that aren't even nerdy. Yeah, I'll just leave that.
Yeah, I mean that's true. There really isn't too much.
Following tweet. Fuck, and bio. You can't, Oh, that's right. You got asterisk link. The I and the link. Otherwise, it'll. They're getting smart with the algorithm. You type in word link in your post, you can get censored. Like if you're promoting things. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna hashtag just asterisk out the I and the NK and oops.
That's so strange.
Oops.
Like, why wouldn't Twitter want people to see
God
more?
God hates us for existing, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I mean that's true. I mean I've heard that plenty of times.
I do hear that all the time, yeah. All right, profile. Let's see here. Twitch.tv hashtag MTG Kaldheim hashtag MTG KHM hashtag MTG hashtag just chatting hashtag
too many hashtags.
Hashtag I know, right? Twitch streamer hashtag Twitch. I hate this part, by the way. Streamers.
Well, that's why I don't do that part.
Yeah, but
I don't find that it has any.
It does
benefit to me.
I've gotten people through the link.
No,
and funny that's I've gotten someone coming to my chat. It's here. MTG Kaldheim set review blue. There we go. I did my job. I did my yerb.
There you go.
Did my yerb. I broke a thing. All right, we're good.
Well, stop breaking things, please.
All right. We are on Alrund, God of Cop. How are you, lovely?
I'm doing okay. It's been a long couple of days in terms of how late I've been awake, but outside of that, it's been okay.
It's just been a long couple of days.
And I know I shouldn't complain about that when I'm talking to you, because I understand you have a much harder time sleeping than I do.
Excuse me, we are not measuring misery dicks. You're allowed to have your own.
We are.
I am not measuring misery dicks. You're allowed to have your own misery.
Well, one of us.
Don't share my misery. Get out of my misery. It's my misery. It's all mine.
But yeah, no, it's not too bad. How about yours? How was your last week or so?
Tuesday sucked. Last week's fine. Wednesday was good. I went with my friend Chloe. We're doing that.
Oh yeah, and then you guys have your secret movie watch tonight, don't you?
No, I'm not doing it tonight. It's a night off.
Oh, you're not doing it tonight. Never mind. Pretend I didn't say that, chat.
It's so secret. It's not happening this week. It's happening next week again. I'll bring it back.
It's happening without you. It's very very Fight Club-esque.
I mean, I have a theater chat on my own Discord where you can go and just watch movies with your friends by broadcasting to your friends freely.
Oh, that's fun.
You know. Anyway.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm alright. Long story long, I'm alright.
Long story long, you're A-okay.
Yes. I need some
okay, well that's good to hear.
Alright, so, Alrund, God of the Cosmos with this cute little bird. This is, by the way, going to my bird deck, obviously. My crow's deck, specifically. It's a blue-black deck, so it can't be the commander, but it can go in the 99 for obvious reasons. Oh, I need to turn my notifications off. Oh, no, I don't. I need to know when I get food. Dinner. Clear that. Clear that. Clear that. Clear that. Excellent. All my notifications are clear.
No, you cannot clear anything.
All right, so Alrund got some shit.
God of the Cosmos?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. So it's 3 and 2 blue. Legendary creature, God. He's a 1/1 creature. And Alrond gets +1/+1 for every card in your hand, and each foretold card you own in exile.
Basically,
At
your
the
hand
beginning of
plus
your end
plus.
step.
Sorry.
What's that?
The foretold thing is your hand plus plus. It's just more.
Yes, exactly. It's
your
kind of
hand with
nice,
more.
actually.
Yeah, you can't be targeted with this card at this moment. I mean, it might in the
That's a
future.
great thing about foretell cards. Exactly. You
That's
cannot.
that's a perfect kind of card you'd put in a commander deck. It's like it would be and take a card that's outside the game, an exile, like with foretold or suspend or one of these other and just have that one put it in the graveyard. Just have one hose card for all these like 5 or 6 different things that was it rebound? You can do for rebound when it's on and make it instant. You can do for cascade because you remove the spell from cascade. You spill.
Oh, that's true.
So you can take one of the cards that's revealed for cascade and.
So fun thing about the double face cards and.
Sorry, I don't think you get a stop actually to interrupt that. But anyway, moving on.
One of the fun things about Cascade, with these double face cards.
Oh God.
Is that because with Cascade you get to cast the card and not just put it into play. If you move into a double face card, you are allowed to cast the backside of the card
because you
instead
can
of
cast the backside at any other time in your hand. So that makes sense. Yeah. What about Storm? Does it work with Storm too?
It would still only count as one card.
No, but I mean like Mind's Desire. I can do it with Mind's Desire also because I can cast the card because of the way the phrasing, right?
I believe so.
Do you remember
I don't know for sure,
Desire?
but yes, anytime that you can cast the card, I believe that you can cast either side of the card. I believe.
Okay, that would be very cool.
Then the last half of this, at the beginning of each end step, choose a card type, then reveal the top 2 cards of your library. Put all cards of the chosen type into your hand. The rest on the bottom of your library in any order.
I'll flip it over and my favorite raven in the universe.
Haka, Whispering Raven. 1 in a blue. It's a 2/3 legendary creature bird. It has flying, and when Haka, Whispering Raven deals combat damage to a player, return it to its owner's hand, then scry 2.
While the other side's nice, I would say in very good, like in certain instances, I would say the 2/3 flying for 2 mana is like so good.
It's so good.
But there's no May. You have to return it to your hand when you deal damage. But then you scry too. And then you can cast the other side.
Exactly.
It's so you early turn you play Haka, you attack, you don't just scry 2, just trying to get land. You put them back into play. You keep doing that a few more turns, and then eventually you're like, oh, I got a big spell. Whoop, boom, the other side.
That is 100% how I would play it as well.
Put all the cards you have in your hand, the rest in your hand. Yeah, there you go. Or you don't get to cast them, you put it in your hand. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's like clearly supposed to be done like that, but I just like that. Plus, there's like all these cool effects, like from a chain. You can build a deck around this where like, whenever you return a creature from your hand, this happens. Whenever that happens, like that kind of thing. It's just like I only play EDH, so I'm thinking like, I only need one of this, for this deck.
And I play kitchen table in real life, but I play standard the most because I play more on Magic Arena than anything. So.
I have like no interest in playing any kind of competitive Magic ever.
See, I don't mind a certain level of competitive. Like on Arena, there is like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and then mythic. And I am a solid like gold player. I have a really hard time moving into platinum, and making any kind of advancement in platinum. I can get to the mid gold ranges before I really start just getting crushed. And that's mostly because my decks lack imagination and strong competitive cards.
You're so mean to yourself.
I'm just being real. Like, you gotta have those tough talks with yourself sometime. If you want to improve your game, You got to push yourself.
And I had like no interest in competing. I used to do this stuff. I used to build decks for standard. I used to play test
Yeah.
late in the night with my friends before like grinders and shit. But like, it's like that was my youth. I can't do it anymore.
I listen. I don't blame you. No,
I have my collection decimated 3 times, so
yeah,
it's kind of hard to
you
get
have had
enthusiastic about being like competitive when that.
terrible luck when it comes to cards being stolen, I should say.
Was a shitty
Let me
person,
finish
so.
that phrase.
I was a shitty person, so I think I brought the karma on myself, honestly. To be real.
Nah, I don't know about you being a shitty person. If the shittiest thing that you do is smoke weed on my channel, then I mean that's really
now,
not all that
I'm not a
shitty.
shitty person. Then I was a shitty person. All the times I lost those magic cards, I was just not a good person to begin with. So it's like I feel like it's karmic retribution for bullshit I've done. I'm past it.
No.
It makes me sad. The one that really hurts is I had a draft cube. I never complain about it every goddamn time. I had a draft cube with $10,000 in cards in it, and it was stolen. And that one really fucking hurt. I'll never put
Yeah?
that much value. I'll never get dual lanes again. I don't care
No,
enough.
they're so expensive.
First of all, back then they were about $100 a piece. Not that bad. They were totally attainable. So slowly, once a paycheck, I'd buy one. You know.
Yes. Yes.
And then I had the whole set, and I had a fucking mana drain that was signed, and I had like
Ooh,
I had a
mana
signed Sarah
drain.
Angel, and a signed fucking Sengir Vampire, and a signed Mahamodi, and a signed Proxy Jazem. I found it was a proxy later after I purchased it, but it was bootleg basically. Someone took a collector's edition and rounded the corners, but I had signed, so who fucking cares?
Well, I
It
mean,
was in my
that's
cube, so I'm not like I was playing in a tournament, you know. Anyway,
true.
I had
True.
a lot of money into it. I was starting to get the Moxen. That was like my next thing. The Moxen.
Oh,
I was never gonna get the the Time Twister, Time Walk, or I might be able to get Time Walk.
Time Walk is so good.
Back then, Time Walk was the cheaper one.
Which is so weird.
I know, but they were all no Time Twister. Sorry, I may have been on a Time Twister at some point. Not a time walk, but I mean, I was never gonna get a time walk. I was never gonna Black Lotus. Those things were never gonna happen.
No,
even back then, they were thousands of dollars, and I could never invest in that kind of thing.
You could have cracked the pack.
It's funny. Someone like I would have traded all the mocks for a real Black Lotus, and like just started back over and.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like I'll just start back. All right, go back to the Green Emerald mocks, and then
like that's a good trade. Oh, it's been years and a half since I last traded physical cards with somebody. But last night I went over to my friend's place and we both picked up there's the new Digimon trading card game that came out. So we both picked up a starter deck and we picked up 2 booster packs and we traded. It was great. Like we made deals. We're like, hey, listen, I don't really need this shiny foil, but I want a bunch of your crappy cards. And he's like, fine, let's do it. And I'm like, sweet.
Nice. I miss those days. That's the kind of Magic I'd play. I used to invest money in Magic, and I don't care anymore. I just want to play. If I get a card, I'm playing with it. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. That
it's
makes
not gonna
perfect
sit in a plastic
sense
holder. It's not gonna. It's funny. It wasn't until a few years ago I even sleeved my card. Didn't care about sleeving my card for the longest time.
Oh my Lanta!
Who gives a shit? I'm playing. I didn't play any one deck enough to like do a lot of damage to the card. So like, Okay, hold on. I think this is the right one.
No.
Yeah, hold on.
If you get cards out and if you like shuffle them like they're like playing cards, I will come to the West Coast
back then
and kick you in the jaw.
Here are, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 EDH decks. These are just penny sleeves.
I have 1 EDH deck, and that's like enough. I might have a second one on the way.
I buy packs not very often. I used to buy packs just when I went to the grocery store to buy a pack.
Yeah.
Throw a pack in, instead of buying a candy bar, buy a booster pack, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
You know, sometimes I buy the candy bar because fuck, I want candy. You know how it is. But yeah, I have a lot of cards, but like not a lot of cards. I only have three row boxes. You know, there's not a lot of cards in the rest. You have more cards than I do. The only reason why you don't have more decks is because you don't think your cards are good enough, and I'm over here with buying literally 1,000 rare boxes from fucking Star City Games, where it's just those little black boxes full of 1,000 rares. Because EDH, dude, we're all playing, and guess what? That shitty jank rare that used to be like that's 50 cents, it's totally playable in EDH. As
It's
long as
okay.
everyone agrees to play, low power, like, or not broken shit,
My favorite, like, I have like one jank deck that I really really love, and what it is it's a bunch of like I got like four, so it's still kind of expensive. It's got four birds of paradise in it.
Jesus.
um
Oh yeah, you have a bunch of regular decks though, huh?
I
Like
do.
regular
So yeah,
Magic.
yeah,
These are my only. I
just a kitchen
literally
table deck.
only play EDH. I won't play regular tabletop Magic. If you were
I
only gonna
I
play tabletop
I
Magic,
love
I'll just shuffle an EDH deck and play it. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's fine.
I don't give a
But yeah,
fuck.
so it's got like four birds of paradise. It's five colors. It's got Elvish
Jesus.
Pipers, which just lets you tap to put a creature into play,
Oh my
and then just a
God.
bunch of like 8 mana creatures, like two from every color, and then a
Working on
couple
box
colorless as
2
well.
with penny sleeves. This is 4 more decks here.
Oh, I like it.
And then
Those are really pretty boxes, also.
they're all falling apart. I don't like them. There's 2 of them I like, which are like high quality boxes, and then these are terrible. I've had to duct tape them to keep them together.
Where did you even get those kind of boxes?
There used to be the gift packs, the gift set. So these boxes, the first 2 gift sets, Innistrad and what fucking set is that? See, hold on.
That looked like Ravnica.
Hold on. No. This is Khans of Tarkir. This is when they started going downhill because look
Oh,
at this box lid. And literally,
Yes.
even with the duct tape, it's falling apart, right? But this, okay, it was Kaladesh. Kaladesh had a really good collector's box also.
Oh, yeah.
Here are my other decks. There's another 8, 12 decks. These are my main decks. These are the ones that I've had like most of my foils in. This is Kadena and Yorvo, my mono green EDH, which uses all the green, as many large high green mana symbol cards as possible.
I love it.
I got a Zuberi Golden Feather Griffin deck in here.
Okay.
Because I told you I'm a theme player, big theme player. I
Oh, I
got my
like
Lovisa
themes.
Coalites and her Barbarian Horde.
Oh, nice.
And I got Estrid, the masked one. In fact, unfortunately, Estrid's currently in penny sleeves. And it's only I ran out, and so is.
Oh, I love penny sleeves. They're my
got
favorite sleeves to
Tulane,
use.
Tulane, Tello Tales. Well, I actually have a second Tulane. I bought a second Tulane specifically put in the cube too. And then
Oh,
I've got
okay, okay.
Grismold. I've got Tigum. Sidisi's Hand. This is my favorite deck. It's my favorite deck. It
Your
just
favorite deck.
it just sits in the corner and then and laughs while I draw cards. Just literally can't win. And I have a Traxa, Praetor's Hand. A Traxa.
Oh, nice.
I bought brand new. I just found the deck. I didn't know she was rare. I didn't know she was a hot one. This is cool. I'll buy this deck. This deck is neat. I don't have enough fucking angels. Oh yeah, and we got over here. Girid. Oh yeah, it's my Rhino deck. I have a Rhino deck with Girid, who's got Rhino on his art. Makes tokens.
Do you have Siege Rhino in there?
Yeah. What's that?
Siege Rhino?
Well, I don't have a Siege Rhino.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Plus, I think Siege Rhino are different colors. Green, white, black, not mistaken.
It is.
And this is red, green, white.
Oh,
Is red, green, white. Eventually, I would hope to have a better commander for it with that actually allows me to have Siege Rhino. See, here's that Kanji deck I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And then we got my favorite deck of all time, Serac and the Bear Force, where every single card's foil practically.
Oh, nice.
It's almost an entirely foiled deck. Still working on the lands.
Since you're okay having anything in decks, have you ever thought about picking up? Oh, what is it? Is it Super Secret Tech? There's like an unhinged card that like gives all of your premium cards an advantage. I think it makes them cost less.
Oh, for the bear deck? No,
Yeah.
see, the thing about the bear deck is I kept the bear deck all MTG cards. Because it's the one deck where someone's like, I don't play with those cards. You know those people? Those fun police? I don't play with those cards, with those magic cards. They're not real magic cards. Boss Nass from fucking episode 1 over here. You know what I mean? Those fucking guys. I'll bust out the bear deck and I'll just beat the fuck out of them. Because my bear deck's very good for EDH.
That's good.
It's the fastest deck. Because literally 40% of the cards are 2/2 for 2 with no abilities. So literally every turn, I play a bear. I attack you. I play a bear. I attack you. I play a bear. I attack with 5 bears. on fifth turn, I'm like every turn I'm playing a deck, and then I've got Maganda Petroglyph, so out of nowhere it's like my bears are 4/4s. You know, like just shit like that. I just
We need,
fun
we need
stuff.
to get you a nice little coat of arms in there, so
The
all of your
thing
bears are
is,
like.
here's the thing about the deck. No, I can't do coat of arms because there's no bears in the art. Every
There's-
card in the deck has bear in the art, or is a bear. Every single card.
Okay, but so there's plenty of bears.
There's plenty of bears. There's more bears than I have. I need to get Ayuli still, and
That's good
Ayuli's
enough.
Summons River. Those two cards work great in my deck. It makes bear tokens, which Magana Petroglyphs gives bonuses to, because they're bear tokens. They have no abilities. So you know what I mean? And so one of these days I gotta do an Order from Card Kingdom, get all like there's like 7 bear cards I still need, and then there's a bunch of bear tokens. So I want to get one of each art as bear tokens, so they're all unique.
Oh yeah, I like that idea.
And then I can just up the dice on each one for if I get more. If I get like a mountain army, nobody's gonna let me get that far. Usually I'm raffle stomping people to death with fucking 7/7 bears before anyone fucking knows it. But yes, my bear force deck. I would love to play it against your EDH deck someday and see how.
Yeah, 100%. I'm down for
Since
that.
you only have one deck.
I do. You can play against my wall commander deck.
That might be the one deck I have problems with, actually.
Ah.
That's hilarious. Until I give them like flying, and I might have better, less defense to worry about. But until if you have any enchantments, don't worry, I'll get rid of those. But
Okay, that's good. I don't have too many enchantments. I do have some.
I'm
But
sure it's the one that
too
gives
many.
everyone flying or something, right?
No, I just have the one.
Shocker.
I mean, Arcades is my commander in that one, and
Ooh.
he just lets anyone with Defender attack as if he didn't have Defender, and then they deal damage with their toughness instead of with their power. So then
the new one, new Arcade style.
Yeah, new Arcades, yes.
Okay.
My favorite card in that
I
deck
need that card
is
still for my wall deck.
It's called Suspicious Bookcase, and it's a creature, and it's literally just like a suspicious looking bookcase.
Yeah, I see that
and
card.
It just lets creatures attack and not be blocked, but it's so fun. Because it's a creature, and you're like, what? Why?
My favorite is like Wall of Hope. It's like 1/7, but I think it's upkeep being in life even for creature's toughness.
Yep. I don't have that one. I do have. I don't even remember what it is. It's like the Tree of Dread or whatever. You can tap
13,
it
13?
and switch. Yeah, with your life total.
I had the green one, the Tree of whatever. Progress.
Yeah. That's the one I
life.
have as well. Yeah.
Everyone loses 13, everyone gains 13, and I play the card that makes everyone who lost life, all my opponents who lost life, to lose that much life again. So you just lost 13 anyway, and I kept the 13. Bye.
There you go.
Final punishment, I think it's called. Final something. Retribution. Final
something like that.
5 mana sorcery or whatever. Bunk rare. I've got a couple of them. All right. Outrun's Epiphany. Card 2 of the blue section.
All right. This
30 minutes in. That's where we're at.
It's fine. People expect that from us at this point. Outrun's Epiphany, 5 and 2 blue. It's a sorcery. Create 2 1/1 bird creature tokens with flying. Take an extra turn after this one and exile Outrun's Epiphany. And you can foretell it for 4 and 2 blue mana.
I need this for Kanji, and I need this for the crows. That crow's in the art.
It does have crows. This is true. It also has a beard.
I don't have a beard deck, but yes, beard.
Oh,
also the staff people. People like staffs. Yeah, staffs. There's cloud people. You make a thing about any part of the art. Kind of nice.
That's true. You could.
I love magic, by the way. Ever tell you that? Yeah, I think I told you that.
No,
once. I love
never.
magic.
I had to strong arm you into talk about magic, so.
Oh, I know, right? You had to really
Right?
twist my hand. Like, oh no, fine.
Not again.
All right. Let me go to the next card. Let me turn off the card preview. Next card is a null.
Oh no. Single blue mana, instant counter target artifact or enchantment spell.
But for some reason, oh, I see. It's a enchantment artifact spell. It looked like it was like, why is it countering lava? Lava hammer or volcanic hammer? That's what it looked like.
It does look like volcanic hammer, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's probably a reference, but I mean, like, god damn it. Okay, next. Ascendant Spirit. Ooh.
Ascendant Spirit's one
Is
of my
it
favorite
pretty?
cards in the set.
Oh, this is
So
whatchamacallit, but like from Ravnica set. Remember that? The Avatar.
yes, yep. It's a single blue mana.
What
It's
the
a
fuck is it
snow
called?
creature spirit. Hero of I think it's Figure of Destiny, and I think
Figure
it's
of Destiny. Thank you.
from
Yes.
Lorwyn, I think.
Lorwyn, you're right. Yes.
It's a 1/1. You can pay 2 snow mana, and Ascendant Spirit becomes a spirit warrior with base power and toughness 2/3. If you pay 3 snow mana, if Ascendant Spirit is a warrior, put a flying counter on it, and it becomes a Spirit Warrior Angel with base power and toughness of 4 and
I
4.
love that we now
And
do the flying tokens since since
it
Ikoria. It's
is.
such a great mechanic of like
It is. It's so
simple way of
effective.
giving things to things, and you get a reminder on
And,
the
and it keeps
creature,
it permanently, which is so nice.
and it gives you a physical reminder on the card because they now provide flying tokens for you in the packs, and sometimes
Yeah, they didn't in this set, but
No, only
they
in
had
Ikoria, but I had to
yeah.
go buy some off
No,
eBay.
great.
Have a bunch of flying tokens, some trample tokens and shit.
Oh yeah, no, my friends have some like metal tokens that they use,
I like the
which are
Wizards of Coast
fancy
shit.
dancing.
I'm one of those weirdos. So I'll go buy like 20, 50 sheets of those off eBay for like $1 a piece. Hmm.
But yeah, no, this is definitely one of my favorite cards in the set.
It's like
I,
it gets the right amount of buff each time, and it's so
exactly,
good.
and it's just there's so much flavor built into it. I just love cards like this.
I'm a little sad that there's not an avatar at the end, but that's okay.
I know it's a little weird that it's not, but you know what? That's okay. Like level up,
Cause
legit is
there's
one of
a
my favorite mechanics.
oh yeah, me too. There's this black and white guy with green or black and green guy with the black and white powers upgrade or whatever from
Okay,
one of the Ravnica block sets, similar to this.
I don't remember that one off the top of my head, but that's me. I've
Oh,
got bad memory.
apologies. That came out of nowhere. Oh, jeez.
Bless you, and also, how dare you sneeze? You know that's not allowed on this show. We run a very high quality, a tight ship here. Can't have sneezing.
Yeah, I apologize because it's people. Some people are sensitive to loud noises, and
Oh no, no, I understand.
that's why I genuinely apologize. Just for anyone that's actually curious why I apologize, because I like people.
And
That's
me,
it.
I hate people.
I know you hate people. Why are people tagging me?
People are tagging you.
The fuck's happening?
Tag, you're it.
Oh, all right. I can go in here and look at my tag box, right? Nope, because I marked it as
Yep.
red because I'm dumb. Well, all right. I don't know who tagged me in the Discord. Anyway,
You tagged yourself. The next card is Augury Raven. It's 3 and a blue. It's a 3/3 creature. It's a bird, flying, and it has Foretell of Chew. It's okay. I mean, it'll be great for your bird deck.
it's yeah. I mean, the only reason it's gonna get played is my bird deck. Otherwise, I probably get a foil. Probably won't care about any other copy I get after that. The one foil is all that matters.
Can we talk about though the fact that this is a 3/3 Raven? Like this is big enough to kill a bear.
That's the Rock of Care Ridge's size. 3/3 for one red, 1/3
It is
colors. And I'm gonna go
ginormous,
all the way back to revised, motherfucker. Let's go.
or it's just super strong, and that's also terrifying.
The really, really, really strong baby crow raven just beats you like like, just shoots your heart out your back or whatever.
Oof.
All
No,
right,
thank you.
Avalanche Caller.
Avalanche Caller. 1 and a blue for a 1/3 snow creature. It's a human wizard. And you can pay 2. Target snow land you control becomes a 4/4 elemental creature token with hexproof and haste until end of turn. It's still a land.
Yeah. In response to this, I'm gonna put. I'm just gonna blow up your land. No, no, it's
Do
speed.
you run that much land destruction in your decks?
No, see, the problem is there's not a lot of ways to destroy a land at instant speed. So
Yeah, that's true. There isn't, is there?
yeah, you can use bind, I think, to counter the ability. What's the force something There's another one that's in blue, one blue that lets you counter an activated or triggered ability from fucking Scourge, if I remember correctly, way back in the day.
Ooh, Scourge is a fun set.
I can't remember that card's name though. It's blanking
Yeah,
on
I
me.
can't.
Anyway,
Bramble Forest in my chat is saying that he believes that Wizards has stopped the official policy of trying to equate power and toughness with real creatures. Now they can just be whatever. Because I think they got tired of being called out
well, I
by
mean that was just
us.
a really big raven though in that image. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
That is true. Though there was no banana for scale, so how could we know exactly how big it is?
True. My new favorite card that I definitely want in my cube and need foil right now. Behold the multiverse.
It is a sweet card. 3 and a blue mana. It's an instant scry 2, then draw 2, and you can foretell it.
I kind of wish I'm like looking really closely at the shards. I'm like, please let there be a bear in there somewhere. That's literally how desperate I am for new cards for my bear deck. I'm like, if there's just even a fucking hint of a bear symbol, a bear sigil, a bear claw, I will fucking add that to my deck. I mean, like, I have some cards that are just the person's wearing a cloak with bear claws. So that's good enough.
So a cool thing about this person, this is a planeswalker that's being depicted on this card.
Oh, really?
Their name is Nico, and they are the first canonically non-binary planeswalker.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I love the card even more now.
There you go.
All right, next, Berg Strider.
Berg Strider. This bad boy, it's a 4 and a blue. It's a 4/4 snow creature. It's a giant wizard. When Berg Strider enters the battlefield, tap target artifact or creature an opponent controls. If a snow mana was spent to cast a spell, that permanent doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step.
Not very good.
Yeah, I mean it's okay and limited if you're trying to punch through some damage, but outside of that,
Well,
like, eh.
In draft, doing that to someone's like artifact or creature can, for even one turn, can completely turn the game for you. So.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I mean,
That's
like,
what I love about
he's
draft.
a filler for Red Blue Giants. You know,
Yes.
he's a filler for Mono Blue Giants. I don't even know if there's enough Mono Blue Giants yet, but
I don't think so.
But who knows?
Not really.
With changelings, maybe there's a lot of changelings.
Oh
now.
yeah, that's true. With changelings, yes.
But yeah, like for 5 mana, that you can run. There's better cards that lock down permanently. You know,
It's true.
Or a bit older, and nobody cares about them. So that's perfect because they're gonna be like a buck.
I don't know for sure, but I think this might be the only snow giant wizard. I don't know if that's important to literally anyone.
Snow giant wizard,
But
interesting. I think there's actually another one in the set, right?
It might be. I could be lying entirely about.
I'm pretty sure there's more than one giant wizard in this set specifically, though.
There's more than one giant wizard, but I don't know if any of the other ones are snow creatures.
Oh, right, gotcha. All right, we're Bind the Monster, which is a pretty cool card actually, as we were just talking about.
Yeah, it's a single blue mana enchantment aura, enchants a creature. When Bind the Monster enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. It deals damage to you equal to its power. An enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step.
So we're just talking about how for 5 mana the guy only did one turn. For one mana you need to lock down some. I mean, you get hurt for it, but 1 mana.
Yeah, no,
it's
efficient.
This is good enough that this is probably going to my cube. I mean, like, this is like really good. This is really good.
Yeah, I have not played it because I don't play personally a lot of blue in my drafts. Because I don't like being tricksy. I just want to hit you with a big creature. I've heard mixed results about this card. I heard a lot of people have it, but they're like, I need to lock down the one creature that could kill me if I took the damage anyways. So they're like, I don't know what to do. But
I mean, there's always that problem. I mean, it's always going to come up, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's almost a better card like early on. Weirdly
it's
enough,
early mid game. Late game, you're probably too low in life to take it, right?
Yeah, that's
I might not actually put it in my cube now.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk you out of it.
No, I'll put it in my sideboard for consideration. I have a bunch of cards over there that I just considered. All right, next, Bind Barrow Intruder.
Brine Barrow Intruder.
Brine Barrow.
That's what I tried to say. Single blue mana. It's a 1/2 creature. It's a human rogue. It has flash. When Brine Barrow Intruder enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent controls get -2/-0 until end of turn.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. It's another human rogue with flash and a damage downgrade.
Yeah.
I like Zulaport Duelist more. It's 1 blue mana. I don't think it has. Does it have flash? It might have flash. Creature gets -1/-1, or -1/-0. Sorry, and they mill a card when it comes into play.
One for
I should
it's
probably
only a
actually.
1/1 though. But yeah, mill 2 cards. Little part do this
I don't
looks
know how
cool, man. Oh man. Oh
to.
man. Oh, sorry. I'm just
There
like,
we go. So,
hmm.
people in my chat, I don't know if you were here last time or not, but you can type in !card and then the card name, and it will give you automatically kind of what that card does in my chat.
I'm I don't know. I didn't set that up. Next, Kazuma, God of the Voyage.
Oh,
We
one
briefly
second. I gotta
talked
go
about
to
this
my.
last episode.
We did. We talked about this one last episode. Do we want to talk about it
Of
again?
course, because now we're
Okay.
actually going to
Cosmo,
have a
God of
discussion about
Void.
it.
It's 2 and a blue. It's a 2/4 legendary creature. It's a god. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile Cosmo. If you do, it gains whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control. If Cosmo is exiled, you may put a voyage counter on it. If you don't, return Cosmo to the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it and draw X cards, where X is the number of voyage counters on it. XXXXX. I made up those last X's. There was just a lot of those. Because you exile to X
I'm not
+1/+1
really.
counters.
It's not a bad card. In fact, it's really good, but I'm not really enthused about its ability.
Yeah, I I like the backside of Cosmo.
Me too. The boat's
It's
cool.
the open keel. It's 1 and a blue. It's a 3/3. It's a legendary creature. It's a vehicle. Whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, and that player exiles that many cards from the top of their library, you may play lands from among those cards as long as they remained exiled, and you can crew 1. So like you can like turn 2. This guy can
Oh,
start working for you.
dude. The fancy art version of the Omen Keel is so cool.
Listen, that's requiring me to have thought ahead and have that tab open. I don't. So, folks, you know what that means? You get to sit through some stuff. Here we go.
Scroll down and click the thingy. Oh wait, you're in Gather. Never mind.
I am in Gather because I'm still like a novice at all of these
I should open
window
your stream
manipulate.
and see what's going on over there. Actually,
It's looking okay.
well, I mean, your stream's great. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like just in general. So I can see what you're looking at. Oh man, they are going on an adventure over there.
We're getting here
There you
because I
go.
got the one window. Oh, see. Oh,
Oh,
one
it's got the
second. You know what?
dolphin art. Oh, dude, I love. I didn't even look at the other side. Yeah.
Which side did you look at?
I was looking at. I just immediately flipped to the Omen Keel. I didn't look at the Cosmo side because Cosmo's kind of like not exciting. But now I'm like, ooh, if only there were enough dolphins in this game, I'd make a dolphin deck. No joke.
It is a very pretty card, isn't it?
It is. I kind of want it unfoiled just because of that. It's only $1. I might be able to get like $5-6 foil.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. Very pretty. I agree.
All right. Next we got Cosmos Charger. The horse deck. Yay! New card for the horse deck. Oh yeah.
It is a horse.
Proud to call the horsey.
It's a 3 and a blue. It's a 3/3 creature horse spirit. It's flash flying. Foretelling cards from your hand cost 1 less and can be done on any player's turn. And you can foretell this bad boy for 2 and a blue.
Yep. It goes into apply card horsey deck. Yay.
It is, yes.
Which
I like
currently,
it.
I think there's only one other blue horse, maybe 2. Hippocamp might be a fish or
I
horse.
don't think that the Kryn have become retconned to be horses. I believe they're still just Kryn, but I could be wrong about that, Joel.
Kirin? Oh, you know what? Let's find out.
Sorry, there is an I in there.
Let me. I can Google. I can do a lot faster than you can. Let me look.
Well,
Are they horses?
I'm
They're not
offended.
horses, but I'll tell you what. This white one went in into my goat deck immediately because it just or my not my and then like I could probably put my antelope deck and then ooh. Because they all kind of look like various animals, right? So like, the green one looks like an elk or whatever, and the blue one has got like a hippocampy fish-like feel to it. I love those Kirins. They were cool, but no, they're not. They're not horses. Sadly, they're just spirits.
Well, that sounds like a major,
They're just
major
Kirin
oversight.
spirits. So they used to just be called Kirins or just spirits. I think they're actually now Kirins because they have like their own race or whatever, so they can make more Kirins
Yeah.
later.
Well,
Anyway,
there's enough cards.
Cyclone Summoner. Hey, look, the giant
5.
wizard, but not
It is a
snow.
giant wizard. It's not snow. But it's 5 and 2 blue mana for a 7/7 giant wizard. When Cyclone Summoner enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, return all permanents to their owner's hand, except for giants, wizards, and lands.
The problem with wizards being one of those is wizards is very prevalent across all colors,
True.
creature types. So this is good, but like this will never be great because there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of stuff on the table still.
Yeah, but it's mostly going to affect your blue players, a little bit of red. But I feel like those are the two big colors for this. So in the right game, you'll wipe the floor. It's like a cyclonic rift with a 7/7 attached to it
Right.
in a lot of cases.
And one side didn't. Oh yeah, there it is. So is my Cyclonic Rift, right? Depart the realm.
Depart the realm. It's 1 in a blue. It's an instant. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, and you can foretell it for a single blue mana.
Yeah, pretty decent. Nothing
It's
really
all
to say
right.
about it. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Workhorse card. Sustainable Stroke, which I think is a reprint, right?
I believe it is. It's 1 and a blue for an instant. Counter target spell with converted mana cost 4 or greater. I personally hate this card because people use it against me with devastating accuracy.
Hold the fuck on. Download art PNG. Save.
Also, can we just talk about this flavor text real quick? Cosma is a terrible, terrible god. The Skald boasted he could outsing the sea.
Is that a bear in the
Cosma
water?
heard him and drowned his village with a single wave. Like, what?
Art crop.
Why is that necessary there, Cosma?
I need higher
Zima,
quality
sorry?
art. I think that might be a bear in the water, which means it goes on my bear deck. I need this for my bear deck.
I can't tell, but it almost looks like there's a giraffe in the back. But actually, I think that's a boat. Now that I'm
I mean,
thinking
in the
about it.
foreground, it looks like there might be a bear head. Maybe like I might be a rock.
Oh,
It's hard to
on the
tell.
Viking ship, maybe. Yeah,
I
can
don't know.
believe
I
that.
can't tell until I get the a physical card and put the jeweler's loop up and look at it. No joke. Sometimes you have to do that shit. It's kind of silly. Anyway, next card is where the fuck did oh man, where did I go? Oh, here we go. Draugr Thought Thief.
Indeed, it's 2 and a blue. It's a 3/2, a zombie rogue. When Draugr Thought Thief enters the battlefield, look at the top card of that target player's library. You may put that card into their graveyard.
That's a pretty good card, actually.
It's kind of, sort of, almost like a reverse grave crawler in a weird way. Instead of returning something, it's like, no, get rid of it. I don't like it. And I'll tell you why. It's because I still, to this day, believe that zombies should only be in black. Anytime I see a blue zombie, I'm like, hey, that'd be sweet. It'd be sweeter if it was black. and yet,
Well,
they don't listen to me.
I like the further infiltration of D&D races into Magic. I prefer to just push them together already. It's so simple. There's such amazing synergy to put there. I don't know why they haven't for decades now.
Just
Corporate
wait.
synergy.
The D&D set's coming out in fall. So...
I know, but it's not the same thing.
Yes, it is. It's the
put-
exact same.
We put into mainline Magic. We'll make it one of the worlds. Make a Magic set in Eberron. A whole set in Eberron. That would be great.
Well, the D&D set's taking place in the Forgotten Realms.
No, well, okay. That's what I'm talking about, though.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
I want a
yeah.
whole
no, I'm
fucking
very
set.
excited
Like,
about it.
300 cards in this realm, please.
If they do not give me a Beholder Planeswalker in that set, I'm going to be extraordinarily upset at Wizards of the Coast. That's the only thing I want from that set, and maybe the return of Level Up.
They
But that's
better
another story.
introduce Kender as a race too, please.
No,
Why?
because I said so.
Screw you, hippie. Frostdogger.
Funny story about being called a hippie is that when I worked at Best Buy, there was this old Vietnam vet that would come in every now and then, and he would like look at me like from across the store, and he would just yell out, "Cut your hair, you damn hippie!" And I would just yell back across the store, "Shut up, old man!" And people always like looked at us, and then like we go and we like talk for half an hour, and it's just great. He was a great guy. I don't know what happened to him unless I heard he was moving out to California. So,
Oh wow, good for him.
anyways, Frostaugur. It's a single blue mana for a 1/2 snow human wizard. For 1 snow mana and tap in it, you can look at the top card of your library. If it's a snow card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand.
Yeah, very good card. Workhorse.
Yeah,
1/2 blue, not bad. Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. Would I use this card? Yeah, I don't know. It's
Woo!
too much knowledge.
We got a Yeti, Frostpeak
We
Yeti.
do.
I don't have enough of those in the
of them.
game. I can tell you.
Uh, it kind of looks like one of the giants. Giants have a very similar head to Yetis in this on this particular world.
That's right. It's true. It's interesting.
3/3, and you can pay 1 in a snow mana to make it unblockable.
Yeah.
Which I am waiting for the day when they stop saying can't be blocked and just say unblockable. Like, I don't understand why they won't change up that wording, but whatever. That's just me. I'm sure there's some rules reason why.
I don't know. Maybe it's a translation thing too.
That could be.
Makes it easier to translate, you know. Because maybe unblockable is like a very English-centric word or something. Like that has not really the same kind of.
Yes, I can believe that. I do sometimes wonder, like these really, really long English titles, like how do you translate that into like German?
I don't know. Frostpire Arcanist.
It's a 4 and a blue. It's a 2/5 giant wizard. The spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a giant or a wizard. When Frostpire Arcanist enters the battlefield, search your library for an instant or sorcery with the same name as a card in your graveyard. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library.
Completely unplayable in EDH.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was like, what are you talking about? This is not completely unplayable. But then I'm like, it's EDH, yes, with your silly rules, your silly made-up rules. It's fine. I actually really like it because I
Good
like
card.
the idea of being able to tutor out the burst spells, which essentially just like they get stronger for more of the burst
See,
spells you
that's
have
a
in
good
your.
combo, actually. See,
Yeah,
and
I think
that's
that'd
not.
be a
I
lot of
don't use the
fun.
burst spells in EDH either, so it's like.
Well, you're missing out. It's still fun by itself. It's not.
I don't have a play group, so I don't care. I just EDH
Play
is
against
good.
yourself. That's what I did forever.
Nah.
Nah.
Fuck him. He's not worth playing against. You know.
Play against him? I don't think so. All right, next card.
I gotta go to next card.
Giant's Amulet. It's a blue
Giant's
mana
Amulet with an apostrophe.
artifact. It's an equipment. When Giant's Amulet enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 and a blue. If you do, create a 4/4 blue giant wizard creature token, then attach Giant's Amulet to it. Equipped creature gets +0/+1 and this creature has hexproof as long as it's untapped.
That's my favorite thing is this is a whole cycle. Obviously, we talked about the white one last episode, but like, if you get Wrath and you have this in your hand, you're like, oh, well, okay, well, you just
Bada bing,
tap
bada
a little
boom.
bit more. Yeah, I really like the ability to make that token because as a 5-mana 4/5 with hexproof while it's untapped, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's funny to me that this is just like kind of not even a named mechanic anymore. When this kind of thing where like you play an equipment and it comes into play with a creature token with brand new in like the Stars of Mirrodin.
They could make it. The thing is, every time you add a keyword, you make the game that much harder for people to pick up and play.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true because I
true.
don't know
Because
if
you go to somebody who's never played Magic and they start learning how to play, like, hey, what's Ripple do? Because there's no fucking just says Ripple 4. What does Ripple 4 mean? What's this mean? What's that mean? And as you start, but you can text write all that out, just maybe not as neatly. I mean, they could do a keyword for that. like Genesis 4 or whatever, and then it makes a
Yeah, I
4/4.
forgot what it's called. Yeah, it made germ tokens in Scars of Mirrodin. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I
Oh, it
mean,
was Living Armor or something like that.
right? Yeah, I mean, so like it's like there's a payoff, trade off to it. You
Oh
know,
yeah. No, I think it's interesting that
I
they've dropped
think if they were gonna have like a
that.
lot of this effect in the set, they would maybe make it a keyword. But since it's just on 5 cards, it might not be a big deal in this
It's
case.
5 cards in this. I think it was on 5 cards in Dominaria as well. Like they keep
Well, they were
bringing like this kind
doing
of a
that
cycle back.
specifically. They were doing keyword stuff though. That was specifically Dominaria was a fucking clusterfuck for new players and great for the rest of
Actually,
us.
I think this set's way worse because
I think it's
Dominaria
bad
is
for
kind
new
of
players too.
clean,
Yeah.
and this actually. So this set has more words on it as a whole set than any other
Yeah.
like standard legal
I
set
agree.
ever.
This is also not good. You're correct. This is also not good. The problem with Dominaria, Return of Dominaria, whatever the fuck that set was called, is like it had return of a bunch of mechanics and shit, and it's like okay.
No, you're thinking of Time Spiral.
No, what's the later one that they came back? Didn't they do it again?
They did Dominaria again, but
No,
it
what's the
wasn't
set
very
I'm thinking where they brought a bunch of mechanics back? Didn't they do that again?
Time Spiral.
No, after that. Didn't they do that after that? I have
They did a like a modern Marvel.
Masters? The
They
Modern Master
did.
set?
It wasn't. It was like it was. Yeah, it was like Modern
See, I
Masters.
don't have any of these cards, so it's all a vague memory to me, because Modern Masters
Yeah, no,
never
it's
comes to
okay.
my
I
area.
don't either. But yeah, no, that they did because they were like, this is made for established players,
Got it.
and like the price point of those packs
Okay.
were such that like a new player wouldn't buy them because it was like $9 a pack.
Jesus Christ.
Uh, yeah, and that's why like
God
I think I
damn.
picked up like one pack.
I've
just
never
to
seen them
see
in
what
the.
I could
I
get.
never saw them, and I don't see any master sets. They either get scooped up or they never come here. One of the two. 'Cause I live
So,
in the boonies, so
so there's VIP Double Master booster packs that you can get. All the cards in it are foil. You get 2 20-card booster packs. Guess
I
how
want
much it's cost?
$50.
$100 for one of those VIP booster packs.
That's hilarious. Why would you buy that?
Because Wizards of the Coast only wants to make money anymore. They're
That's like a terrible idea. Like, what the
I
fuck?
know, I agree. It's so bad.
Just look. I get it. You like the digital business, and the physical business you're not interested in. Just go to print on demand already.
Yeah, I don't know why they are. I mean, yeah, yeah. Anyways,
Like
but that's not what we're
like
talking about today.
whatever your minimum size print run for like a print on demand thing was, at 52 cards. Make 52 card packs with like a bunch of
Ooh.
really wanted cards, bunch of cards no one really cares about, but like with new art or something for nerds like me looking for new things to add to the decks, new versions of cards we already run or whatever, like that kind of thing. And then don't put any filler. Just give only good cards. And then
Well, I mean, that's kind of what they're doing with their secret layer drops.
I think that's what they want Magic to be from now on.
Yeah, and I hate that because I have not bought a secret layer yet.
I bought
Because
one.
I'm like, oh, it's like $40 and I get 5 cards, and like one of them, I think it's like $30, and you get just one of each of the basic lands,
That's
just
a
done up
ripoff.
pretty. And I'm like, what? No, give me like 20 lands for that price. Come
Right?
on.
It's basic land. I mean, come on. It's not even full art. It's not even full
No,
art.
no, it
It's
looks
regular
sweet.
fucking
I'm like,
land. I'm like, come on, it's beautiful, but
I'm
like,
not
why isn't
paying
it full art?
$80
Full
for
art.
basic
If
land.
that was full art, that would sold like fucking by the droves. But the fact that it wasn't full art, who cares?
Exactly.
Unless you like the artist involved, then who cares? Like I bought
Even then.
one full secret lair. I can't remember which one. One of the first wave ones.
I wanted one of the slime ones. Those slime ones were
I
really
do
cool.
too. But
Or the ooze ones,
I
whatever.
bought what was that card? The blue card. There's 4 of the one blue card for one blue.
Oh, Ponder?
Ponder. I bought the Ponder that was like bit that it was like 8-bit.
Yeah,
For my
yeah,
draft
yeah. That's
cube.
cool. I like
Like
that.
I bought that card, I bought a few other the single cards, but I have zero interest in like most of the full kits. I want that fairies one that released for
Yes.
Valentine's Day, because all of those would go in my draft cube. Every last one of those cards. They were like perfectly good for it. So
I love the fairy one, and I don't even play fairies, but I'm like, I love this.
I'll make an
art.
EH deck for
Nobody
these
really
cards
wanted.
specifically,
I also really like the Valentine's Day one as well. Again, just for the art. Those cards I would play, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to
30,
spend that
30
much.
bucks, 50 bucks. No, I'm
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
I'm good. It's that they have to like. There's got to be a balance, right? Like I'm cool with like we're gonna do small premium sets, cool, but like lower the price maybe just a little,
Something.
or
I don't.
give
I
us
don't.
more cards for the price. There's got to be because 5 cards, 5 basic land for $30 is obscene. That shouldn't have
It's just
never happened. All the other
can't do it.
cards, I get it. Like you're getting a special version of the card. It's all foily. It's pretty, but it's fucking land. In the end of the
I just
day,
can't. I cannot bring
I
myself to do
can't
it. That's
spend
all.
$30 on 5 land. I can't buy.
No.
Man, I cannot spend $30 on a single land, much less 5 of them. Okay, like
But
I could
God,
spend
it's
$30 on.
Kale. It's
There's
so
plenty of
worth it.
$30 lands that I could have bought for a draft for any of my draft queue, but I don't want to buy them because I don't want to spend $30 on one fucking card. I have a $5 limit for cards most of the time. I have to really
Yeah,
want
that's
that
fine.
card if I'm spending more than five
Yeah,
bucks on it because I'm too
that
poor.
makes sense.
Too poor. I bought that Kaufner foil because it was $1 shipped. It was $1 shipped. I was like, thank you. That's the kind of price I'm looking at.
I'll take that.
Well, and I'm saying, so if they're gonna do print on demand, it should be like 1 rare, 3 uncommons, 5 commons, and packs. So like you
Yeah.
buy a pack, you're like this pack are these cards and these cards, this pack are these cards and these cards, or whatever, and print it on demand and just do the set like that. And then we, as players, can just buy whatever copies of cards we want, and you just destroy the secondary market for the most part. Because fuck them.
Can you imagine if they destroyed the secondary market like
Like
that?
if they did that with every Magic card, if you can go to Magic Online, Magic website, and buy any Magic card ever printed in the last 25 years, print on demand, the secondary market would be gone overnight. I mean, not the Power 9. I mean, you didn't want to print those, obviously.
Well, here's the thing.
And
I
also,
want them
that
to
would
get
be that would be a terrible idea for them because that like a
rid
lot
of
of
the
the
reserve.
money, is people buying hundreds of boxes and opening them for singles.
But like Wizards don't have those boxes anymore. Like they've already sold them.
Yes,
to the
but they can
store.
make new prints of them and sell them to you. That's Master
Exactly.
Series. So, but
I think that they should ban the reserve list, like get rid of it,
well,
and
obviously.
reprint all your old cards.
I think the only reason why the reserve list exists is because there must be some legal thing.
So supposedly, they made a promise to the card holders that they wouldn't do that anymore.
Boo-hoo! You Black
Shit.
Lotus holder for $500,000. Just let me buy my $12 shitty new one, all right?
Yes.
Fuck off.
Yes.
Keep your $500,000 card. I don't give a shit.
Here's the thing. Like someone brought this up.
We're like halfway through Blue.
I know. We're never gonna finish tonight. It's
No.
fine. Someone brought up that like they started a new format so that people jumping into it wouldn't have to go back to the beginning of Magic
Right.
to start playing. More time has elapsed since that like new format came out than is in the like everything before that. Like the new
And then
format is
and then-
still so old that it's inaccessible to
and then
players,
they
you
made
know?
a new format, a new thing called Jumpstart that they short sold. So then
Jumpstart's fun though.
yeah, I know, but like the problem is Jumpstart is physical products like hard as fuck to find because they're unique cards, and like then they don't have any more product. Like where the fuck? It's a new product. You should be infinitely printing this.
Yes, and
Like-
I think they have now because I think
Here's
what
what I think
happened.
they should do: print on demand should be by decks. They should do pre-con decks. That would be just do decks, EDH decks every month.
EDH. Well, they do
Because they can sell you
they have been
because they can
releasing
sell
a
you
new
if they
commander deck
EDH
for
because they can
every set.
no EDH can send you 60 individual unique cards, so you can decide. Oh, I want 4 of these cards, so I'll buy 4 of the decks. It's up to you. It's one of each card, but it's also a playable deck. Okay, so there's a double. It's a product that they can give to stores. Stores love the fact that you can just pick it up and play it, right? And then they also can just sell it directly to the customer. Because now we want, say, what new? Just pick a new fucking card here. We want this guy. What is this guy called again? Game Warden, I think. He's got a turtle in the art. That's why
Oh, it's Japanese. I was like, why don't you know what it's called?
I
It's in
can't
your
remember what
hand.
it's fucking called. Anyway, so just like there's one of these, and it's a foil. They're all foils because that's how they're gonna do this, right? All foils. So
Okay.
this new art foil. This guy. Oh, I like that guy. I want 4 of those, 4 different decks. So I just buy 4. I have to buy 4 decks to get this. Or guess what's gonna happen? Secondary market. they're gonna buy hundreds of them because some cards are gonna be worth more and highly wanted
Yeah,
than other
yeah,
cards. And you put
that's
them up
true.
there for 1 year, and you rotate them out. And
See, I don't even
here's the thing.
like
No, no,
limiting
no, no,
that.
no, because then they make a new deck. It's got a different piece of art. Now that
Yeah,
old horse art, that last one that was released, there's only a certain number of those out in the wild. As many decks as they sold, and now it's the same card with new art.
yeah, I hate that idea.
I love that idea because one, it doesn't kill the secondary market. Two, it gives me printed on demand cards. Three, Wizards make money, and so everyone's happy here. I get cards, you get
But I
cards,
can't keep
secondary
that one
market gets
art
cards.
unless I, track down somebody who
You have
purchased,
to do that now.
them back.
Just go to
Like
eBay, type it
exactly, and
in.
I hate that
It's
system
right there. It's
now.
like type it in. You just it's right there. $4 done sold.
I know, and I kind of hate that system now. Like, it's not a big deal, but
Yeah, but you don't want to kill the entire market because the big part of the money is that
bet.
is selling to the stores for their own stock to sell singles and stuff. So you want to be able to have that relationship still. So you each it's like every maybe every 3 months they cycle out, and then a new deck comes out, completely different content that has a similar card, a few similar cards, really popular cards, ones that are still played a lot, people still want, that way they can keep pushing out the cards everyone wants in their decks, and then and yet they're printing product constantly, but at at as many as they get asked to, so they're not sitting on product for a long time. You know what I mean? That's a big thing.
Yeah,
Anyway, here I should have done this meandering tower shell. I'm building a turtle deck in case you haven't figured it out.
I do like meandering tower shell.
It's 5/9
It's a
for
great
5.
turtle.
It's pretty good. I like how you just it takes a long time to attack. It takes 2 whole turns. Hold on,
But it's worth
oh
it.
boy, he coming. That's like the chunky chart. Have you ever seen that before? Chunky cat chart.
I have seen the chunky chart.
It's
My
like, oh
cat,
lord, he coming.
my
that's
cat is the
I
oh
kind of
lord
want
he
to get
coming.
that oh lord, he coming like image, like the big chunky cat drawn on that art.
You can put that chart on a card sleeve because if you go through Dragon Sleeve, you can print your own picture on their sleeves now.
What? Really?
Yeah, yeah, they have the ability to do that now. So you
You
could
should
probably
send me a
upload
link to
that.
that. I
Okay,
need
I
to.
will send you a link to it.
Anyway, we should
I
get
will
back
look
to the
it up
set
and
review.
send it
We've
your way.
talked for 20 minutes about nothing about this card. Glimpse the Cosmos.
Glimpse the Cosmos.
A very
All
cool
right.
card also. Is this non-binary person you're telling me about?
No, this is, I believe, something No Eyes. Someone No Eyes. She's
Oh.
a very powerful wizard.
Oh, okay.
But it
She
it
has no
is
eyes,
a
apparently.
female, as far as I know. It's 1 in a blue sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand, and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. As long as you control a giant, you may cast Glimpse the Cosmos from your graveyard by paying blue rather than its mana cost. If you would cast Glimpse the Cosmos this way, and it would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead.
Pretty good card. And
It
great for the
is.
giant deck. The blue-red giants. All right, next. I gotta go back. Oh my god, why are you doing that? Okay. Graven Lore.
3 and 2 blue. It's a snow instant, and I think this is the first time that there's snow cards that aren't permanents.
As the first time for that, correct.
It's Scry X, where X is the number of snowman spent to cast a spell, then draw 3 cards.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's a very, very great card.
As long as you have snowlands.
As long as you have snowlands.
Otherwise, it's just a regular card they printed before.
Yes.
Uncommon. All right. Icebind Pillar.
Icebind Pillar. It's 2 and a blue for a snow artifact, and you can pay a snow mana and tap it to tap target artifact or creature.
Oh, pretty decent.
Nothing too special.
I need to give me some snowland. Icebreaker Kraken.
This absolute just beauty of a card. It's 10 and 2 blue. It's a snow creature Kraken. It is an 8/8, and it costs 1 less for each snowland you control. It essentially has affinity for snowlands. When Icebreaker Kraken enters the battlefield, artifacts and creatures target opponent controls don't untap during that player's next untap step. and you can return 3 snowlands you control to their owner's hand to return Icebreaker Kraken, whatever, to its owner's hand.
Which you can do at the end of their turn, and then do it again. Like, you never get to play your cards again.
Yeah, assuming
That's
you get the
rude.
mana.
Well,
That'd be
it
the
only
only
costs
thing
2 mana at some point, right?
Yeah, but if you keep returning those snowlands to your hand, you got to return 3 snowlands.
Well,
and this
that's why you
this
do
guy
green
called
blue
Ken.
exploration. Play 2
Oh,
lands.
there's ways around it.
Oh yeah, you gotta build a deck around abusing this piece of shit. It's awesome. How much does it cost? 20 cents.
Well, yeah, it's probably unplayable in any kind of standard format.
Yeah, I don't play standard though. Inga Rune Eyes.
This is the lady that was on the card.
Oh, right, it is.
She's 3 and a blue for a 3/3 legendary creature, human wizard. When she comes into play, enters the battlefield. Scry 3. When Inga Rune Eyes dies, draw 3 cards. If 3 or more creatures died this turn. Lots of 3s.
Mm-hmm. 3/3, got 3 names. She really needs 3 creature types just to kind of run it out.
But... yeah, I mean, they did fall down on that.
Carfell Harbinger.
Carfell Harbinger. It is a 1 blue. It's a creature zombie. Zombie wizard, I should say. It's 1/3. Tap to add a 1 blue mana. Spend this mana only to foretell a card with your hand, from your hand, or cast an instant or a sorcery spell.
This is a 1 hot zombie. That's all I gotta say. That's.
Yeah. I mean, she kind of, sort of is.
You know, like she can get it.
I mean, she did before she died. I'm sure.
Latara Kinseeker. Shapeshifter. Ooh, a changeling. A shapeshifter, a changeling, which means it goes in any deck with blue, and creature deck with blue.
It's a 2/4 changeling, exactly. It's a shapeshifter. When a Littjara Kinseeker enters the battlefield, if you control 3 or more creatures that share creature type, put a +1/+1 counter on Littjara Kinseeker, then scry 1. It's okay.
5 cents? It's worth 5 cents. Oh, it's a common. It's a common! Oh, that's cool. I like that, though. Was it 3/5 for 4? Not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Scry 1's pretty important, though.
Scry 1 is important, but it's also a little difficult to, like, get it going the right way.
Yeah, it's a bit late game. Alright. Mr. Littara. Probably saying that wrong.
It's okay. I probably am as well. A Mist of Littjara. It is a 1 and a blue. It's an enchantment aura. Flash, enchant creature or vehicle. An enchanted creature gets a -3/-0. I don't know why this affects vehicles. I feel like it's very strange.
Because if it's once a vehicle stops being a creature, it would fall off otherwise. Enchant creature, and it's no longer a creature falls off because no longer enchanting creature.
But like I would just feel like tough. You can't enchant.
Well, that one you can.
Can't enchant a vehicle. It makes sense though because it has flash.
Well, that one says otherwise. Mistwalker, if it'll ever fucking load. I thought this was,
I do like the art on this card. It's 2 and a
there
blue for a 1/4.
On it. Sorry, continue.
It has flying, and it's for 1 and a blue. Mistwalker gets +1/-1 until end of turn.
Kind of impressive, honestly.
Yeah.
Mystic Reflection.
Mystic Reflection.
Ooh, there's a shark on this cover on the art. I like it. It was a big shark too.
It's a 1 and a blue instant. Choose target non-legendary creature. The next time 1 or more creatures or planeswalkers enter the battlefield this turn, they enter as copies of the chosen creature, and you can foretell it for a single blue mana.
That's pretty good.
It is. It's not too shabby at all. There's I'm sure a way to totally break it, but I don't know what that way is.
Infinite tokens. Like 8/8 or something. You get like a Thorn Elemental, 7/7, green.
I love Thorn Elemental.
Yeah, but you make 20 of them, and you just kill everyone on the table.
That's true.
Block this motherfucker. Orvar the All Form.
Yes.
Love that name.
3 and a blue for a 3/3 legendary creature shapeshifter. It also has Changeling, big surprise. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, if it targets one or more other permanents you control, create a token that's a copy of one of those permanents.
Ooh.
When a spell or an ability an opponent controls causes you to discard this card, create a token that's a copy of target permanent.
Basically, if you make me lose this, I'm gonna get something anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna get something. It's a lot of fun, and I also like think he looks or they look sorry, like a total like badass.
Also, tentacles.
Also tentacles.
All right, Pilfering Hawk.
Pilfering Hawk. It is a one and a blue. It is actually I gotta scroll down just a little bit. It's a 1/2 snowbird, flying snow mana and tap, draw a card, then discard a card.
This quote's amazing. Well, at least it left us a mouse in exchange. Or, make that half a mouse.
I really love the bird of this one. It's a very pretty bird.
Raven form. Guess what this is going into?
Raven Form's a great card. It's chew and a blue sorcery. Exile target artifact or creature. Its controller creates a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying. It is Foretell of 1. I think it's honestly probably the best artifact removal in the set.
I can't believe this
Much
is
to
common. Holy fuck.
White's dismay.
Why the hell is this better than everything White has ever put out? Exile target creature. No, there's no other requirement to it. Just gone. Just done. Not power 4 or less. Not a white, non-blue. Just gone.
Yeah,
For-
like they get a bird, but the bird doesn't always do anything.
And-
Sometimes it'll help.
That's why I'm putting
but
this in
not-
my bird deck, my Ravens deck, because guess what? A bunch of 2/2 Ravens will block the shit out of your 1/1 bird, you know?
Exactly.
Anyway, I like this card a lot.
I do too. I've used it to great effect.
It's going in the draft queue, probably, actually. Reflection of Latara.
It's 4 in the blue. It's an enchantment. As Reflections of Lijara enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen creature type, copy that spell.
Oh.
I like that they've started copying permanents.
I'm sad there's no bears on this.
And they just become tokens that way. That's a relatively new kind of technology for them.
I'm just sad there's no bears on this. Let's go right into my bear deck.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know what that is, to tell you the truth.
The salamander and something. Alright, run ashore I'm loading up.
4 and 2 blue. Choose one or both. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it on top of the bottom, or puts it on the top or bottom of their library, and or return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand.
Oh, okay.
It's way like it's way too expensive for what it does.
It's a common. It's unplayable for the most part.
Exactly.
It's just for draft fodder. Those are the Magic cards that are destined to become proxies or something else.
Yep.
And
You were
that's
correct
fine
about
too.
that.
Like if I had the ability to print on them, I'd erase the face of those things and then
Oh yeah,
print new cards on them.
sounds like work.
There's people who already do it, so I already know it works. I just gotta.
I know.
I'd like to get into it someday, just to print out like no one's gonna make a Darth Vader card. Well, I mean, in the way I want to make a Darth Vader card, it's just like one of the already existing legends with a cool Darth Vader art. Like they're not gonna do that,
Yeah.
right? So it's
No, probably not.
So it's like that's the kind of silly shit I want to do. And one day I want my entire draft cube to be proxies, so I don't have to worry about it. Like, oh, you stole the card I spent 5 minutes making. Oh no, I'll go print up another one. It's annoying, but it's not the same thing as losing $25 card or whatever.
Stop playing with so many untrustworthy people.
It's not even that. It's not that. You go to the draft cube, take the draft cube to like a pre-release, and you play with people, and everyone seems trustworthy. Everyone's cool. Everyone's friendly, but the temptation is there. Look. What the temptation is there for some people for whatever reason, and so by making
small
it like
handful of those people are playing blue, so you know that they're not trustworthy at all.
Okay. Besides that, my point being like, it's inevitable. So I like the idea of playing with proxies. Oh, speaking of proxies, I got a proxy for my draft cube. Did you see?
No.
Well, let me show
Maybe.
you.
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question?
I got Vorinclex Voice of Hunger. So MTG Proxy Guy on Twitter. I'm on his Patreon, and he ran a raffle and I won this card and went
Oh,
right into my fucking draft
cool.
cube. And I could never afford the real thing, so this is
I
exactly the kind of
love it.
thing that I would put in my draft cube. It's like,
I
you know.
So there's an alt art version of Vorniclex or
Yeah.
Cleese or however you say his name that has
Vornclex.
all
Vornclex.
uh Phyrexian script.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can't.
it's
I
so
want that, but
sexy.
like at the same time, I just don't have the energy to constantly remind people what the fucking card
No,
does.
it's so expensive. I would never
So,
buy it,
well,
but
that
at the same
too.
time, like,
But like
why?
I need Elish Norn for the draft cube still as an example, right?
Yes,
So I'm not paying
Alice
$25 for
Norn.
anything, or $45 or $50, wherever she is now. I don't know. She kept going up in
I
price.
need Alice Norn in my life.
But like, I don't do foreign cards on the draft cube because it just cuts down the number of questions and having to explain the card over and over again while trying to play my own game of Magic. You know, like. Anyway, Rune of Flight. Did we talk about this yet?
No, we have not.
All right,
It's
let's talk about
one
it.
in the blue. It's an enchantment or rune. Enchant a permanent. When a rune of flight enters the battlefield, draw a card. As long as the enchanted permanent is a creature, it has flying. As long as the enchanted permanent is an equipment, it has equipped creature has flying.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Like it.
It is.
The runes are just that's definitely an improvement on some of the more basic effects like that. You know, like flight is and jump are like the most useless cards except in draft, and then so like the fact that it's a rune means you can attach it to an already cool equipment like the Sword of Shadow and Darkness or whatever,
Yeah.
and then give it flight and smash people with flying +2/+2 and all these other. You know what I mean? Like that makes it cooler because the runes make it so. The runes should be just a permanent part of Magic. I think honestly.
Yeah, I mean they'll probably have something like runes going forward, but I doubt we'll
They should have
see
runes and
runes.
auras. I think that's really cool too. To have two different kind of things.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think we're gonna see another. I don't think we're gonna see another rune until we come back
I
to
just think they should
Kaldheim.
be the next set should immediately have runes. It's just that's it. It's now a card in Magic. What type of card type? You know.
I'll believe it when I see it, though.
They won't. That okay. We're on Saw It Coming.
It's
It's an okay card.
1 and 2 blue instant counter target spell, and you can foretell it for 1 and a blue.
So it's a little bit more overall to foretell it, but it's also a counter spell if you foretell it, like on the turn that you play it. So it's
Yeah,
actually better because it's one color, it's one blue. I like this card, but like I don't think it's gonna go in my draft cube. It's not good
yeah.
enough.
No, I think if you have counter spell, like you already have the best version of counter spell, so why?
I'm actually almost I actually have been considering taking counter spell out of my cube.
Well, that's
It's too
actually not a
powerful.
bad idea. I mean, Wizards was also like counter spell is too good. Bye bye.
Well, I mean, I don't have mana drain. I have proxies for the power 9 and mana drain and some of the higher end stuff. I just don't have. I don't actually have in it. It's too powerful. Because I don't have like right now the power level is pretty mid to low power cube just for fun, just
Yeah.
like with friends. There's a lot of favorite cards in there that have no business being in a draft cube. I actually replaced Palaka Worm, one of my favorite pet cards, with that Vorniclex. That was a really painful decision. It's like I like to have
Oh, okay.
Avatar Zendikar. I've got the fucking thing that makes that the 9/9 or whatever each that makes that each 3 things makes tokens in replacement. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've got now Vorniclex, and I was like, I had a Palaka Worm. I was like, oh, this is the weakest of the 3. Shit. I think it's no. It went into my mono green deck. My mono green deck, the Orvo deck I was telling you about,
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
regular Palaka Worm, so now it's got a foil Palaka Worm.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yep. We need to put the lid on this again before I forget. Sorry. Magic card, the draft cube is open. So I'm like, I should probably close that before I like spill a bottle of water in it or something.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
All right, next card. We're almost done with blue. We have 2 cards. Strategic planning.
It's 1 and a blue for a sorcery. A look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest into a graveyard.
This is going in the Ravens deck.
Is it?
There's Ravens looking real close.
Oh, there is a raven in the back. Yes,
Behind
that
his
makes
head
sense.
and behind his hands.
Oh,
There's 2 Ravens, in fact.
there is 2 ravens.
It's beautiful.
You are correct.
Yeah. Next,
Well done.
the last Undersea Invader, which is a giant rogue.
4 and 2 blue mana for a 5/6 giant rogue, like you said. Flash, an undersea invader enters the battlefield tapped.
It's almost a requirement to play this at the end of your opponent's turn. If you play it in
Yeah,
your turn, you're wasting time. You're just gonna get
you
killed.
are wasting time. I do agree
Playing
with
at
that.
the end of your opponent's turn means that at least you can swing with it once, or at least swing with it before it gets killed. Maybe not connect, but you'll draw out the bait or whatever, and you'll have a whole all your mana untapped too. So, I mean, I see this being playable in draft only. You know,
Yeah,
it's a good
and
card. It's
even then,
I'll put it this way: if I had a rogue deck, I might put it in since I'm like sick in a rogue thing. There's not a lot of high end rogues.
that's true.
But then I also have a bunch of other cards to boost him, so he's not just a 5/6 with flash that comes into play tag.
What
You know,
what I like about this giant is that they put him in the only place where he could ever possibly be sneaky, which is
I
underwater.
know, right? He's not even a
It
merfolk.
reminds
I'm
me.
upset.
My wife has a D&D character, and it is a Minotaur rogue, and it is the most glorious thing in the world because it's the most agile Minotaur I've ever seen in one session.
I love minotaurs. It's one of my
She
favorite creature
like
types too.
backflipped off of a table and stabbed somebody in the back, and it was glorious. And I just can't imagine an actual Minotaur doing that, as if there were actual Minotaurs in the real world.
So we're actually done early for the blue. So we can just
We are. I think you know what happened? We like paused for a while on the giant card, and then we like talked for 20 minutes, and we didn't want that to happen again. So we're like, no, we
let's
have to
power
talk
through the
about that
cards real
card.
quick. And now we can talk shit. Yeah, I have to
Uh,
go. I need to like. I need to spend. I need to like start funneling like $20 here, $20 there, so I can make $100 Card Kingdom order and just buy a bunch of foils for the cube. Because there's a bunch of like commons and uncommons. The vast majority of the best cards in Magic are common and uncommon because they want you to play them. They want you to make your
yes.
card decks be playable, right? So the best card draw and the best removal are usually commons and uncommons. The best creatures are usually rares. You know, and they do that
Uh,
on purpose. And so
you should look up the card Giant's Grasp real quick.
I have it in my
Oh, you
cart.
do? Okay.
I don't have it in
Good.
my cart deck yet, but I have it in my cart foil. Yes, I'm
Okay.
going to be getting
Good.
it. I'm aware it's giant hand grabbing a bear.
Yep.
I'm on the I'm on the Patreon team, so I actually have access to the Skyfall tagger, so I can go back and just type in bear and look at all the cards with bear in the art. By the way,
Bear.
I'm the one who put 90% of the fucking tags for bears in the Art of Magic the Gathering on Skyfall because I was building the deck and I literally went through every red, blue, and green creature in the game from and every enchantment and every removal just one by one. Then it started with damage. It started, like, and I'm just and
I
there's a
don't
light.
have that kind of time in my life.
I
Like,
would.
props
It
to
took
you.
months. It took months. I was literally building the deck, the bear deck, like slowly. Like just here's this, here's that. And there's a lightning bolt that came in. Fucking. I just gotta pay $30 for this fucking lightning bolt for this deck. I have to have it. It came in the
How many
fucking.
colors is this deck? Is it 3 colors?
It's 3 colors. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Red, green, blue. The what you call it? The fucking secret lair. They had lightning bolt. One of those lightning bolts.
Yeah.
The fucking lightning shooting a bear.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Here I can pull up my stream here. I think. I can actually just go here. Click this. There you go, lightning bolt. So I had the older one, which also has a bear on it being shot, but it's like, yeah, here it is. Secret lair, lightning bolt. It's the fourth one. I want it, but it's like, oh, I can get it for a whole $17.
Worth it.
Oh no, $8. I take it back. Eight whole dollars. No, which number is this? It's an 84. 7 whole dollars. I'm probably gonna buy it. By the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not right now. I don't have the money exactly right now, but
Well,
in the future.
make the money just right now.
In the future, I will make the money.
I don't even know. So, one of the funniest things that I saw regarding the newest secret layer drops
Yeah.
is that they're doing the Kaldheim treatment to Uro,
To who?
which there's this card named Uro, Uro.
Okay.
And it pretty much broke the standard format, and it got banned from standard.
Oro.
But in the yeah, it's like Uro Nature's
Uro?
Wrath or something like that. Uro. And in the announcement for the secret lair, they're like, hey, just a heads up, it's not official yet, but on Monday we're gonna ban Uro from pretty much every other
Titan
format.
Nature's Grasp, 6/6 for 3. Sacrifice it unless it escaped. That's fine. And whenever Uro enters the battlefield or attacks, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Then you may put a land from your hand on the battlefield. That's so good. I need this for my draft cube. Is this banned? So it's cheap now? No, it's $40 for
No,
the regular one.
it's so good. It's
Oh
destroyed
my god, the
every
secret
format.
lair is the cheapest one at $15.
Yep. Yep.
And it's the coolest, I might add. But yeah, you're right. It's the Kaldheim art. Hey, there's green blue giants in this deck. I guess that makes sense. See, like, here's like some of those cards. Like this doesn't actually have a bear, but that's like a nondescript animal's mouth. So like that'll work.
Okay.
These are all sideboard cards. This one is like this lady has bear skin on. There's a bear in the art of this guy. There's a bear in the art of this card from Portal 2. This has the bear claw symbol for their clan, for Sirach Bear Claw or Dragon Claw.
Oh, you count those?
I have to for now because there's not enough cards yet.
Okay.
So and then there's this guy has a bear on it, and then Kamal's summons everyone likes, but like it only really works if you're like mono green.
Mono green is the best color combination.
I once there's enough mono green cards, I'm actually gonna go mono green with this deck. But look, I got a foil Savage Punch because why not, right?
I feel like they made a follow up to Savage Punch.
They did, called Epic Finale or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's in here also. I got Wild Onslaught, which has a bear in it too. Got some more
nice.
pump. Lots of pump in here.
Stop pumping.
Oh yeah, this is a card that no one talks about. Venerian Gold. This is actually a really good card.
I've never heard of that card.
It's got a lot. You'll have to look it up because there's a lot of text. Venerian Gold, but it basically just taps a bunch of creatures and it's like, yeah, I'll put a bunch of mana. I'm like, okay, do that, attack, win. Let's see here. Is there any? Oh yeah, I got a foil Morgana Petroglyph, which has an etched bear in the etchings on the arts. Like that's how it counts.
Ooh.
It's bear. It's got like a bear like on the cave drawing. Oh, I have the same thing with Slate of Ancestry. It's got a bear on the slate. So I was like, okay, that'll do.
Oh wow! The fact that you're able to find that is amazing.
There's a shamanic revelation. There's actually a bear spirit with all the other animal spirits. This is actually good for elk and boars and elephants also. There's like a whole menagerie in here. This is one of the few cards that doesn't have a bear in it that I have. Lifecrafter's Bestiary. It's card advantage for this mono green this kind of card kind of deck. Blah 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 blah. I can't speaking. I got a non-foil Goreclaw, so I gotta get that foiled out. I've got like a Mother Bear that's not foil also. And there's a few lands that have bears in the art, and I gotta find those still. I haven't gone through every fucking basic land yet.
This, by the way,
here's one of my rarest bears, Forest Bear from Three Kingdoms.
Oh my! You have a Forest Bear?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, all the portal bears that are rare and expensive now, like there's like the Razor Claw Bear or whatever, it's like $30 or some shit. I got that bitch. He's over here.
If you take a look real quick on my stream, I have that Vornicles that I was telling you about. That's all Phyrexianized, and it just looks so sexy. I love it.
Sexy, but I would hate to have to explain that to people.
Yes, I would as well.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, Mother Bear needs a foil still. Where? Oh yeah, there's this random winter. I found this random Winter's Grasp. Destroy target land, but there's a bear on the art. I have a little bit of removal for my green deck, my bear deck now. Oh, here's kind of a cheat. So this is called an Ursipine. It's actually a beast.
Okay.
But
it's got Ursa.
Exactly, because it's a part bear. It's a part bear, part porcupine. Nessian Game Warden is this card was built for theme decks actually. Basically every fucking animal creature type in Magic is on this card. So rabbits,
Okay.
cats, everything. This card was
Doesn't
actually literally made for people like me. They literally made this card for me because they know I'm a dork and they wanted it for
at
dorks like this.
least here is your card.
Here's Bear Umbra, that foil. That's a nice one to have. Let me find that. Where's that bear? There's a bear.
There is a bear.
Like one of the portal bears is like $30, and it's just like a regular ass bear. I bought it when it was like $1. Oh, yeah, Razor Claw bears, just a regular ass bear. Like nothing special about this fucking card.
Hey, that's fine.
But it's like really
Do
rare.
you have the bear lord?
Ayuli? I don't have the Ayuli. I have Gora Claw, but I don't have the Ayuli yet. I need Ayuli
Yeah,
in her
okay.
soon. I need her Ayuli in her summons, which will make me more tokens. So
More tokens.
anyway, this is my favorite deck because it's just bears. I call it the Bear Force, which is a reference to one of my favorite stupid music videos on the internet. So do you know what a bear is in the LGBTQ culture?
Yes, I do know what
So
a bear is. In the
Bear Force is
LGBTQ.
an all bear boy band.
That would be exhausting.
If you type Bear Force one word and the number 1 is all one thing in the YouTube, you don't play it on stream, but you will see the single best music video, and it's not one of the gayest boy bands you've ever seen in your entire life because they literally are gay men.
I I think I'm good.
It's really fun.
I don't
It's a
need
really
that
catchy
screwing
song,
up my
actually.
search history.
It's a really catchy
Is it
song.
is it a good song?
Yeah. It's a neat little club song, you know. But yeah, okay. Let's see here. You want to get into modern, but it's so broken with the Tybalt trickery and the banned card in Commander. I have no interest in modern or any tournament or any competitive. I'm a kitchen table player. Hey, Garbage Gamera, how's it going, buddy? I didn't see you come in. It's so nerdy. I took Magic the Gathering and made it as nerdy as possible, yes. I have a lot of theme decks.
That is what we do.
And I'll tell you right now, I'm not the nerdiest person. There are people running out their chairs, 5-color chairs, okay? One of those broken theme decks. 5-color chairs.
5-color chairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chairs gotta be in the art.
Chairs gotta be in the
There's
art.
a lot of card draw, because a lot of things happen in libraries. It's very powerful.
Why is it 5 colors though?
Because, I don't know.
Just be mono blue.
I think they just you know.
No, it's fine. I'm not
I don't know. It's really
It's
stupidly
okay.
powerful. Like when you play only theme decks, you know. The other one that's really powerful is snakes, because it's got that Kamo Petra, whatever her name is. The one that makes all your snakes have poison.
Yes.
She's a bit rough in the theme deck matchup. Birds and the snakes are really powerful. The goblins are powerful, obviously. Elves are powerful, but those are big tribes. I like the more
Those
obscure
are
ones.
big traps.
I have antelopes and elk. I have an antelope elk deck because there's not enough elk yet. But
Is there do you know anyone who's making an anti-tribe deck?
no.
So like instead of like a bear tribe deck, it'd be any card that doesn't have a bear in it. So like any card that doesn't have like a human in it, for instance, you would be able to do in an anti-human deck.
Okay, that's weird. No humans allowed deck or something like that. Like,
Yep.
man, humans are the most broken tribe. That is a good point.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I think they are an
Officially.
archetype in some of the older formats.
Like, God, are you kidding me? An archetype? Ugh.
I think so.
Humans!
I think
Like
think they
4-color
make
humans.
human-
Why 4 colors? Because Moxin! Like, I hate you.
no, I think it's normally I think it's like white black legendary humans.
Oh, okay, but still.
I think I could be wrong about that.
Still, what the fuck?
I don't know.
I like playing EDH. It's fun. And I just make EDH decks that are theme. when I can. All the time, a lot, frequently.
Yeah, I just see. Here's the thing. I have the one EDH deck, and it's a janky deck, and my next one is also going to be a janky deck.
I love
I
jank.
want to build one around Clark, because
I've got a few cards
'cause
built for that
he's a
too.
legendary now. So I want to build it around him and somebody else just to splash in blue.
So I have these magic binders, and that's all my decks like laid out like that. Don't aren't decks yet, so it's like all the theme decks I'm slowly building with the
Oh,
arts.
that's smart.
Over years, I'm like, okay, so I got out this card already. I need to get this card for this deck still. Eventually, I'm like, I have enough cards to make a deck, and I make a deck. That's how it works. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. You just mentioned
Oh,
that.
it's okay. I also have cards, aplenty to
You
make
have
decks.
so
I
many
just
more
don't.
cards than I do.
There. Speaking of which,
Phyrexian
I have
Altar.
recently
Ooh.
ordered some cards,
Fuck. Why is
and
this so
I am
expensive?
going to send them your way because they are a special gift. So once we get off stream, I'm going to need
Oh,
your
wow.
your
Thank you.
address.
That's very kind of you. You don't have to.
I know I don't have to, but I just think you will enjoy them.
I will. I enjoy every card I get because every Magic card deserves a home, and I will find a home for it.
And unlike me, I get a card and I'm like, this is not good enough
I've
for
got
my
I've got
45,000 card
12,
collection. In the trash it goes.
27. I got like 31 decks right now. I'm trying to make a deck for every
31.
legendary creature.
I think. Let's see. I think 6
EDH
decks.
decks, all EDH by the way.
I've got one EDH deck. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 5, just like kitchen table. And then my friend came up with a version of Magic called Avery Side.
Oh lord.
And what Avery Side is, it's a 40 card deck.
Okay.
Absolutely no creatures are allowed.
Wow.
And
Okay.
at the beginning of every turn, you roll a 6-sided die.
Okay.
If you roll an even number, you put in 2 1/1 creature tokens of your choosing that you had to choose at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
But those are outside of cards that create other creature tokens. Those are the only creatures that you can get on the field.
Interesting.
And it's so fun. So I have an Avery side deck as well.
I have this, which is just a random. Just literally, it's one of each of my unhinged cards.
Yes.
And you just take it out, and you take 7 cards, and it can be the face down as a land. It takes any mana color you want, or you can play it as a spell as you want. So any card you can just play face down as a land, as your one land
like
drop.
that.
And that way
Yeah.
you always have enough cards, and it's all spells and creatures and.
I believe that is
Special
how the World of Warcraft trading card game works.
Yes.
I think you can play any of them face down for
There
their
are also
energy
just
use.
lands that play face down that you can turn up for face. I love that game. That was actually one of my favorite like non-Magic card games. It's Decipher the Star Wars, that one, World of Warcraft, and I just there's just so many little card games like that. But I want a bunch of the World of Warcraft games. Unfortunately, that one is still very popular among its play groups. So
Hey,
cards are
do you
still
really
very expensive.
want a bunch of World of Warcraft cards?
I don't have room for all this shit.
Okay,
I
no,
do,
just because like
but
have.
I don't have room for them currently.
1 second, I'll be right back.
And she ducks behind her desk. Dun dun dun. Where'd she go? I lost the Jocelyn. She just disappeared.
So I have these.
Yes, absolutely have room for that.
I will send them to you.
Okay, thank you. That would be
Because
awesome.
literally they're just collecting dust underneath my desk.
They'll probably collect dust in my closet. But the point is a lot of those games like I have right now. I have 2 starter decks of Star Wars. I had the Hoth one and Tatooine, and there's one more. I want to get them 3, and I'll combine them into like one board game worth of Star Wars. That's kind of like what I want to do with a lot of these card games is board gamify it. Put it down so there's enough. Like with World of Warcraft, I want I'd like to have like a deck of each like race or like so I kind of like one of each race is represented. At least one of every class is represented. So there's like a little bit of like, oh, I want to be the Minotaur, like okay, or the Tauren. You can be a Tauren. There's a lot of cool heroes, so I'd like to make like 20, 30 decks tops. Just have one box, and this is it. I have the Pathfinder card game. Also, I have a whole first story arc plus a bunch of other additional packs, and it's like I have enough for a board game worth of the game, so I'm good right now.
I kind of want to get the track down a bunch of the old. There's a Dungeons and Dragons card game from back in the day, and it wasn't very good. But I kind of want to track down all the cards.
Spellfire
Sure.
is the game you're looking for.
Is it?
Yeah, It predates Magic to it somewhat. I also have Doomtown. So Doomtown did a second surge about 2006. They tried to like bring the game back. It was mildly successful. They had like a 2-player starter or 4-player starter, and then like a bunch of like booster packs. I bought a bunch of booster packs and 2 starter kits and combined it all, and it's like perfect for 4 players now. Ooh, unopened. Oh,
The
it's
oversized
open.
cards for you as well.
Yeah, I always use those actually for those characters because like they came in those boxes, card boxes they have there, right? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
each deck would
Yeah,
have
the
their own
kit-
box. You would take the paper and you flip it over and you write the name of the character on the box, and that's the home for that character now.
Boom. These are yours. And
Oh,
I think
thank
I
you.
also have a bunch of like doubles as well. So I'll send you the doubles too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the thing about the starter decks is it was you got like two halves of like one of each skill type. You get like 30 of each one skill type, 30 of another skill type or whatever class type, and then you get a bunch of heroes. Many of them are one of those two or both those skill types, so you can make the decks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Yep.
It's all randomized to a point.
I liked I like that. I like there was an old the old Lord of the Rings card game.
I loved that one. The Decipher.
I
There's
liked
two of
it
them.
a lot.
There's two. There's the Decipher one. I've always wanted to get more into that. And then there's Middle Earth Adventures and the Middle Earth game
I
from
think this
before
was
that.
the Decipher one. Was the Decipher one the one where like as like the good side, you could play kind of whatever you wanted, but then the dark side would get like a ton of resources to spend on whatever they wanted in return?
I
Does that
think
make sense?
the difference between the two is Middle Earth. The Middle Earth card game was all like painted art, depict old school art,
Oh no,
like,
this
and
was
then this is
the
all the other stuff's movie art, and
Yep.
I want the Decipher ones, and I want to get more Star Wars cards from the Decipher. I don't have any interest in the Star Trek game. That's the one I didn't care about.
Ooh, I have a bunch. Me and my friend went halvesies on a box of first edition or like base set or whatever,
Nice.
Star Trek. Because it was like $80 we found it for, and we're like, let's do it. So we got them. We each built a deck, and then we never played. So I still have a bunch of Star Trek cards.
My problem with the game is this game is horrendously complicated.
No, what? It's so much easier than Star Wars.
Okay, once you know how to play Star Wars, it's super easy. I explained how to play Star Wars last episode, in fact, and it took me 5 whole fucking minutes to tell you the whole mechanics of playing Star Wars.
In theory, it took you
Yeah,
5.
I'm big into like card games, so I got like this is my newest card game. I got Knife Tank, the Kickstarter thing. It's a miniature battle game based on cards. So look at that.
Oh, I love that.
I hate this box. The box is too slippery to open without feeling like I'm gonna break it.
Oh, that's weird.
It's just it's the kind of card paper they went with. All right, so here we have. This is so it's the hits and misses are randomized. So here's your hit or miss deck.
Okay.
And then each tank. So like each tank is 2 tanks. So here's the hot dog one. There's a fish side, and there's a damage marker for this one. And then we got like this is like evil doom guy with like a fucking cape. And we got tentacle brain. Like that's pretty neat.
I kind of love that.
And then like this rocket tank and this car. So like you pick your various tanks. There's a bunch of tanks here, and then and it's like a miniatures game. But like everything you need's in this box. So the measuring and everything is all in this box. Everything you need. The rules are in this box. Just I don't remember what the rest of the shit does. Oh, the terrain's in this box.
I love that.
The like everything you need. Oh, this is movement, I think, actually. Oh, these are the movements. So yeah, this is the movement deck. So I guess there's movement cards too. So you point the arrow like I'm gonna turn like this. It's a slight turn. Here's a turn with a hook turn at the end. You know? Isn't that cool? That's really cool. I like this.
It is. I really like that a lot.
So I think it's hidden movement if I remember correctly.
All
So
my random cards at, and they're somewhere in that general area.
but yeah, this is my latest thing. 'Cause I love card games. Like I love them. So the minute like this was like went up on Kickstarter, and it was like $10 or $15 for just the game. Like okay, sold. I should have gotten a second copy because that would allow everyone to just pick whatever tank they want.
Oh yeah, true.
And allow 4 players to play because you can it's expandable. Each pack is 2 players worth of content, so you can get like 10 of them
Yeah.
and have 5-on-5 scrimmages if you want to be crazy. But yeah, I like card games a lot,
Yeah, I do too.
I also
they're
have
a lot of fun.
I have a bunch of like standalone. I have the unsanctioned. I still have a complete kit of unsanctioned, like sleeves and ready to
Oh,
play by itself.
nice.
I wanted to get a second one to combine into one box, but I never did. And then for a long time, I kept the battle royale box. Remember that the 2-player decks
Oh,
from way
yeah,
back
me too.
when. I used to have that complete and ready to play. I like those kits, like stuff like that for Magic, where you just like, I want to play Magic, but I want to build the deck. Here, we got decks. Boom. I always wanted to do was get every officially released precon from the past and put it in a long box, in a 5-row box.
Yeah,
Just
that'd
choose
be
your
fun.
deck. Let's play some decks. You don't have to bring decks. Everyone's going to pick a deck. All the decks are at random power levels because it's Magic the Gathering. But I always want to do all the precons in one box and just let's go. No sleeves. Fuck that noise. We're just shuffling those foils up. Who gives a shit? We're here to play the games. Comes the problem when you have the Jitte one. You're like, okay, the Jitte can be a proxy because I'm not a bastard, but
That was the easiest, like, powerful card to get ever.
I love that card. I wish I had one. I need to get one. I need to get one of the foils. They're not that expensive. It's like $12 for a foil.
Yeah, it's because
It's been
like
printed a
you
few times
get
now.
all of that. Like you can get a Jeet in a precon deck,
Yeah, but not the foil one.
not the foil. This is
But the
true.
thing is, it's been released in a few other sets, so now it's been like, it's out there. There's enough out there that's like, I can buy that. I can invest in this card eventually for my draft cube. And the thing is, I'll probably set on eBay and wait till someone lists it for $5. It's really beat up because that's fine with me.
What I am very excited about is that there is a Wizards bought like the site for like a future Kamigawa.
Oh,
Like there's a
please
like,
don't tease me.
yeah, it's gonna be like a cyberpunk Kamigawa, and I'm so excited. I'm like, yes,
What?
we're going
Oh my
Kamigawa.
god. Oh my god, please. That would be amazing.
It's not official. They haven't announced it, but some
That would be
sleuthing,
amazing. You have no
and I'm
idea.
so excited. I really hope it ends up being a real thing.
Me too. Does that even fit in the frame? It barely fits in the frame. What is this? Is one of the scheme cards. That's what it is. Oh, a token. There you go. I'm literally just hitting a random card on Scryfall as we're talking, just like cycling through random cards. Hey, Flame Tongue Kavu. I love that card.
Flame Tongue is a great
Plane
card.
Shift was one of the sets I got. So when I had my cards stolen in high school, my whole collection stolen in high school, which would like have like a Mox Emerald and a bunch of like dual lands and shit that's like worth a lot now, but was like worth a lot then, but not nearly as much. Like easily,
Not as much.
if I known now, I would have invested obviously, but so it took a long time for me to get back into Magic, and so but Plane Shift came around. What the fuck's a Kavu? These things are cool, and then I fell in love with the Kabu creature. I've actually been slowly building a Kabu deck. I'm camping on eBay signed foil Kabus. I've been buying them one at a time. Do you want to see the ones I have now?
Necessary for a deck to have signed
No,
foil card?
of course not. Do you want to see my sign? Want to see the ones I have now?
Yeah, let's do that, and then I'm gonna head out after you show me those
find
cards.
them. So talk.
So talk, fine. So like when I started playing Magic, it was right after 6th edition, or like right around 6th edition. There was like my first pack was Stronghold. And I still love like Stronghold holds like a little spot in my heart to this day because of that. But I learned like they had the starter sets, so I learned a lot of what I know from the old CD-ROM starter set.
So I'm missing one. It's probably in another deck right now. Actually, you know what? I take it back. It is in my draft cube right now. Right now, I have a signed foil Kavu Titan, which looks like this. When get gold signed, and then the other one I have is this one, Caldera Kavu.
Ooh, yeah! Look at that. That
foil
is sexy.
Signed only. That's the thing. I have a few regular foils here. Like I have a Fire Streamer and a Pouncing Kavu, and I may not upgrade those, but I'm trying to get as many foil signed Kabus for the deck as possible.
Hey, that's fine. Like,
likely what'll happen is I'll get really close to finishing it, and I'll just settle for whatever Kabu I have left and just fill it up, and then eventually buy the rest of the Kabu. But Yeah,
I
I've
like
got a
that.
search there. I just sit there and like, I want that one. You know.
Which one of these will I be grabbing today?
Exactly. All right, so that'll do it for us then, eh?
That's good. And then next week, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk more Kaldheim.
And we
Maybe
can
we
take a
won't.
break, or we can play talk black cards. That's fine. I'm good with that. Whatever.
Think of something.
One of these weeks we'll do artifact and land and multicolor and
What?
just get it all done with. Yeah,
Oh,
because I'm sure
this
it's
is
not
true.
a lot of all that
No, I
combined.
don't
But
think it is.
anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by. We will see you next week for two trans ladies talking nerdy. Bye.
Bye.